We covered so many eternal laws, and there are many more coming, but today's eternal law is really my favorite. The law of rest. It is really needed, it is very, very favorite, and still it is the most ignored and neglected law. Rest is not a reward, it is a requirement. Because as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, oh my goodness, you are wearing so many hats and you are actually very easy to burn out because so many things you're doing and absolutely initially there is nothing to show for. So that's why this law is much needed, much needed. It is not a reward, it is a requirement. Discover why burnout repels prosperity and how automation honors law of rest. 15 minutes to change your life. And that's why I created Passive Empire so that you can automate and delegate and then you can live your life with your own terms. Means if you want to travel, you can travel. If you want to take rest, you can take rest. You can do whatever you want to do. And that's why Passive Empire, it is really important step in my personal life, and I hope you will also take rest in your life and you will create your systems in such a way that you can make money while you sleep, you can make money while you travel, you can make money while you are taking rest. Okay. Rest is an essential, non negotiable requirement for physical, mental, and emotional health. Not a reward to be earned after exhausting oneself. No. Viewing rest as a necessity rather than a luxury prevents burnout, improves sustainability of effort, and fosters long term well being in a culture that glorifies constant hustle. When you rest, you are actually connecting with your higher self. And whenever you are connecting with your higher intelligence, you are getting the best ideas. And those best ideas are going to make you way more productive. So the rest is very essential. See, everything has its own rewards. Action, yeah, you need to take action because unless you take action, you are not going to uh, create anything, nothing is going to happen. But if you just keep on taking action and not taking rest, then of course it's not gonna happen. Because you know the story of two woodcutters. They just one just kept on cutting wood without taking rest, and he didn't sharpen the axe, he just kept on cutting wood. And another woodcutter, he took rest, he refreshed himself, he sharpened his axe and all, and he had more wood to show for at the end of the day. So rest is essential. Let's see how we can add rest into our life. So, why burnout repels prosperity? The World Health Organization officially recognized burnout in 2019 as a chronic workplace syndrome characterized by exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced professional efficiency. This isn't about feeling tired, it's a serious condition with far reaching consequences. I have a spiritual guru, and he made the comparison of various countries, and he showed the countries where people work less, they produce more. And he had given us the statistics of each and every country, and the country where there are two actually Saturday, Sunday off. Those actually they produce more than the countries where people work even on Saturday, either full day or half day. And he had all everything proven with the statistics, with the data, with the numbers. So over 50% entrepreneurs report experiencing burnout, a rate significantly higher than the general workforce according to Gallup survey. So our culture glorifies busyness and treats rest as optional, a luxury to be earned only after work is complete. And I'm here to say no, because I was, this is really, I learned it really hard way. A couple of months, I just kept on working really hard, like 80, 100 hours per week. And At the end of that second month, I really felt like quitting my business and run away. It was, it was, it was so real. It was really real. So I'm just telling you from my own experience the true cost of burnout: physical illness, including cardiovascular risks, mental health issues, anxiety and depression, decreased cognitive function and decision making, and damaged relationships and social withdrawal. You can also avoid burnout by another way, that you can prioritize all your tasks and then just start working on the high priority task, and just see how you can automate and delegate the low value task. That will free up a lot of your time and you will be very, very productive. The recovery myth: rest enables productivity. Cognitive restoration: rest restores the cognitive energy essential for creativity, focus, and problem solving. Your brain isn't a machine, it needs downtime to process and consolidate information. Look at even your own day. Means God wants us to sleep 8 hours and work 8 hours, and 8 hours all other remaining things. So if God is teaching us balance, why aren't we putting that balance into our own business? And I have seen many entrepreneurs, they quit their 40 hours of job, end up working 80 plus hours in their own business. And that's the sure strategy for burnout. So, stress prevention. Regular recovery periods reduce cumulative stress, preventing the spiral into full burnout. Think of rest as preventive medicine for your mental health. Also, quality improvement. Fatigue causes errors and poor judgment. Rest dramatically improves accuracy, quality of work, and strategic thinking capabilities. So it's always told that don't make your life decisions when you are in valley. So same thing over here. If you just keep on working your business and don't take rest, you are going into valley, and that's not necessarily valley of business, but valley of your own health. That can be physical health, mental health, or both ways. And of course, I'm not talking about the relationships and the time commitment for your family. Those all other things are of course to be considered for, right? High performance isn't non-stop hustle. It's a sustainable rhythm of focused effort combined with intentional renewal. So remember, there is no need to glorify hustle culture, because the more and more you hustle, the less and less you will be creative. And of course, less creative, that means you are less productive. So, what are the key aspects of the law of rest? It's a need, not a prize. Rest is essential for functioning, not something to earn through productivity or exhaustion. Sustainability and health. Continuous activity causes burnout. Honoring rest boosts long term productivity and emotional resilience. Active recovery. True rest involves intentional, focused downtime to recharge, not just stopping work. A shift in perspective, viewing rest as necessary for functioning rather than a reward, improves mental health and self compassion. Lastly, the cost of ignoring it: neglecting rest leads to physical exhaustion and burnout, harming health and productivity as per World Health Organization. So, embracing rest is a form of self respect that fosters life clarity and alignment. I remember previously when I went to gym, I used to work out like 1.5 hours. So, half an hour I will be doing all the strengthening, muscle strengthening exercises, weightlifting, and all. And then 1 hour cardio, and never took time for recovery. And I developed lots of muscle knots into my legs, and I went for acupuncture, and that lady said, you are not recovering. So you are just doing workout, and you are not recovering, and that's why all these muscle knots are there. So she was so true. It is applicable for anything. It is applicable for your business. It is applicable for your workout. Recovery is needed. I remember I was at the physiotherapist for the same thing, and the physiotherapist also clearly told me, people don't stretch enough, and that's why we are in the business. So, recovery is important in each and every field. So, seven types of rest beyond sleep. Sleep alone is inefficient for full restoration, according to the American Psychological Association. So, Dr. Sandra groundbreaking actually research identifies the seven distinct types of rest for our bodies and mind required. Okay, so understanding and addressing your specific rest deficit is key to preventing burnout and sustaining peak performance. Most people focus solely on physical rest while neglecting the other six equally important types. So there are so many rest. For example, physical rest, of course, then mental, social, spiritual rest, sensory, and emotional. Yeah, actually, for this year, people are even recommending you should do digital detox. So that is also really important. So that is also one kind of rest. There are so many kinds of rest. You find out from your needs which kind of rest is needed. You might be needing one or two or even more. How automation honors the law of rest. Target repetitive tasks. Automation focuses on high volume repetitive tasks that drain human energy and attention, reducing unnecessarily workload. And AI automation is so amazing. Means if you have all the system fully automated, you may forget, but AI won't. So I use AI extensively into my business. My each and every lecture and module is designed with custom GPT so that when you are enrolled into our courses, your homework will be done in just few minutes. You don't need to spend hours, and your information is safe. It is not shared with public. So I am very much into AI, and the AI automation is a lifesaver. Second, enable meaningful work. By offloading draining tasks, automation frees workers to focus on creative, strategic, and deeply meaningful work. So, what is the deeply meaningful work? Depending on your industry, might be that building relationship with your clients, or providing high value to your prospects. So all those are meaningful work. So you can spend more time over there. Support work-life balance. Properly implemented automation reduces overwork and creates space for healthier work-leisure boundaries. Legal and policy frameworks must evolve to protect workers and ensure automation benefits everyone, not just corporations. The paradox: automation anxiety versus rest opportunity. The fear. Anxiety about automation eliminating jobs fuels resistance and stress. Workers worry about being replaced, creating a cycle of overwork to prove their value. The opportunity, but automation can be a powerful tool to reclaim rest and reduce burnout if we manage it wisely and intentionally. The mindset shift, moving from work harder to work smarter plus rest better, is the key to thriving in an automated future. Progressive policy must support economic security beyond traditional employment models, ensuring automation benefits all workers through reduced hours, universal basic income, and new support structures. Real world impact. Rest as a strategic investment. Culture transformation. Companies embracing rest see higher productivity, creativity, and retention. Rest driven cultures consistently outperform in innovation and employee well being. As I was telling you, how our spiritual guru proved us by all the data and the statistics. Micro recovery tactics. A simple 5-minute interventions, walking breaks, breathing exercises, stretching routines, they can help big time. I remember during COVID 19, one of my friends, actually husband, he was working a lot, but he just made sure that every 30 minutes, every 40 minutes, he took like 10 minutes break and he did some kind of activity so that he made sure that he is not burning himself out. These small pauses compound into significant energy restoration. Micro recovery boundaries. Clear boundaries on evenings, weekends, and vacations. Protecting larger recovery periods prevents cumulative exhaustion and maintains sustainable performance. 15 minutes to change your life. Yeah, that is actually our mantra for all these eternal laws. So you embrace whichever law you need to work on the most, and you can work 15 minutes for that. And that's why even our automated webinar, on demand webinar, is also 15 minutes to change your life on the same technique. So 15 minutes to change your life for this law. Schedule micro breaks. Set reminders for brief recovery moments every hour. Even 2-3 minutes makes a measurable difference in sustained focus. My husband makes sure that my watch has alarm set and I get notified to take breaks, and that is helping me a lot. Diversify rest types. Combine physical, mental, and social rest throughout your day. Address your specific rest deficit, not just physical fatigue. Thirdly, leverage automation. Use automation tools to delegate repetitive tasks. Free your cognitive energy for work that truly matters. Lastly, protect macro recovery. Set firm boundaries to safeguard evenings, weekends, and vacation time. These larger recovery periods are non negotiable. Join the conversation. Yeah, become a guest on our podcast and share your story. Just tell us how you applied this law of rest in your life and how your life changed for better. So, have you overcome burnout? Discovered innovative ways to leverage rest and automation? Your story could inspire thousands of others struggling with the same challenges. Apply to be a guest on our podcast and share your journey. Tell us how you had transformed your relationship with work and rest. Spread the message. Help us reach more and more people with the truth that rest is essential and not optional. And if you want to know more about what we offer, yeah, we have three categories. If you are looking for fast income, we have rapid revenue blueprint where digital entrepreneurs can see money, yeah, as fast as 90 days. We have 90-day roadmap. I have testimonials where people generated the real income in first week, but hey, 90-day roadmap is quite doable even if you're starting from scratch. And why it is important? Because when I got started into digital business, I was told you will see real money only after 3 years. I didn't like that. That's why that offer came. Then the second about passive empire, where you can minimize your time commitment, use automation delegation, and you live your dream life. And lastly, infinite prosperity. So just study these eternal laws and see where you need to apply these eternal laws, and you can access the infinite prosperity in any area you need. So it's not necessary just because you are making money that means you have to sacrifice all other areas of your life. No, you will be prosperous in every area of your life. Like you won't be sacrificing your relationships, you won't be sacrificing your health. That is what infinite prosperity is there. That is what God has created for us. Only thing, we have to access that infinite prosperity through our mindset, through our actions, through our karma. Rest is the foundation of prosperity. Burnout repels success, exhaustion closes doors, and clouds judgment. You can't build sustainable prosperity on a foundation of depletion. Rest invites growth. Intentional recovery creates energy, clarity, and resilience needed for sustainable achievement and fulfillment. Automation as ally. Okay, technology can help us reclaim rest when used wisely. Let automation handle the draining work while you focus on what truly matters. Your productivity and well-being depend on embracing rest as a strategic, non-negotiable part of your life and your work. I hope you will start taking needed rest into your business and you will prosperous. You become prosperous and you will access infinite prosperity. And that is, yeah, I hope for everyone. And hey, see you again with another eternal law. Yeah, we have to cover still some more eternal laws. And I want to show you how you can combine spirituality with the modern science of AI and you can climb mountains with ease. Thank you. God bless.